going on, everyone? It's your boy Raptor Spiritus, and I am back with another one for you guys. So basically today I'm just gonna go over my impressions about 4.2.1. So as a lot of you already know, whenever it first started on Thursday, needless to say, stuff didn't work. Okay, the recovery missions, which they have both FPS and they had one where space combat, didn't work, which were some of the more anticipated missions that, in my opinion, I was looking forward to. So the only missions that they had available were the hauling missions, small, medium, and large. But the problem was that for the beginner missions, for most of the factions or most of the corporations, you couldn't even get to because the elevators on the planet were broken. They would sometimes open and close and then open back up, and then sometimes they look like they're in the down position on the screen, but the elevator would be up and you couldn't bring anything up. It was just such a pain. So needless to say, they hot fixed that over the weekend to get that to work. So over the weekend, it was still just the hauling missions for the resource Second Life event that they're running right now. Fast forward to today, they actually did a maintenance at 1300 UTC, which I do believe for me was, I think, 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock, something like that. So this is supposed to address the issues with the elevators. Now, mind you, again, they have already have hot fixed the elevators over the weekend. Now they're trying it again with some more hot fixes, and gradually it's improving where the elevators are being a little more consistent. So then we fast forward to today where they did the maintenance, and lo and behold, all the missions for the Resource Second Life event are there. So I was able to play the recovery ones that I wanted to, which were recovering the small or large cargo, which is where you fly into an area. Usually it's in the mining area, and they have enemy ships, probably about like 6 or so, flying around trying to get in your way. The great part about this is, which we kind of discussed on other videos, is that if you do not have a big cargo ship, you don't really need one, and you can actually just find some fighter that you don't care two shakes about losing and then just recalling it later or reclaiming it later. You fly in, you can take out some bad guys if you want to, or you can just fly in, jump out, get to the ship and turn it all on, and then try to bounce out before they disable or destroy you. I've done this a few times. It is super easy, and it makes the basically gaining to the reward tiers so much quicker. The other thing is obviously doing the large hauling missions will get you there a lot quicker, and there's a lot of different ways to do it. I did the majority of mine at Microtech, and what I ended up doing was using my Asgard. I did have a Caterpillar, but you know, the Caterpillar is a little bit wonky. It has the doors that will fold and come down all the way, but there's no middle ground, and the elevator doors will not pull up any like if you put cargo on it, it really won't pull it up. So I didn't want to bother using it. Plus it's slow, and really reality is with people trying to, pirate you and stuff, it just wasn't worth it for me. So I used the Asgard, it's really quick, it's really spacious. You can definitely put a lot of cargo in this ship. So I was able to do the large ones really well. I had to do some finagling, but I was able to do it. I used an Atlas for the majority of it to get it in. But then, of course, as again I say, you have pirates and you have people that were messing with other people. Luckily, I didn't have that problem. I actually was surprised that I had some random guys actually help me put my cargo on. I helped them as well, because at first I saw them and they were moving my cargo, and I've heard this story before where they would help move your cargo and then they would hit you with the cargo and try to kill you or knock you out and take your stuff. So I was really, really weary about it. So once I finished with the first load, I closed the door and was moving stuff around so I could kind of get the other ones in really quick. I'd go back outside and they were loading their cargo, which is fine. So I, as a good gesture, was helping them out, trying to load their cargo. And then in return, they were helping me load my cargo. It was such a cool act to see. other players in the verse, just trying to help out because we're all grinding to get these rewards because we really want them. So it was really nice just seeing something different for a change, where players were helping other players. So as I said, I was using the Asgard for this. I moved pretty quickly, so over the weekend I was able to get to tier 4, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to clear all the way to the top tier for Microtech. I did start on Hurston because I really want some of the Hurston stuff. Like, I really just want to get to tier 3, where I have the Zeus and the Spirit skin, as I really like those. So those are, I do believe, at tier 3. I've already hit tier 2 for the day. I actually did a mission and I got a crime stat, which is crazy because for the 890 jump, you got to be careful. If you throw a grenade at somebody, or not somebody, but an NPC enemy, or kill them too harshly, apparently, you get a crime stat. So I got a crime stat 3, so I'm in jail right now. So I'm just gonna suck it up and then finish it back up tomorrow. So that has been my experience so far with 4.2.1. It's actually been really fun for me. I really like this event. As always, I don't like the fact that whenever CIG drops a patch on a Thursday, which really leaves only 2 days to really do anything, because they don't really help out on the weekends very much. It's really, I don't think this is really productive, or I don't think it's good for the players if you're going to release a patch when we all know something's going to break. We always know something's going to break. My opinion, CIG should just release a patch on a Monday, and then they have a whole week to work that out, and then they can take their weekend break. I think that's more conducive for the players to release it on a Monday than it is on a Thursday, seeing as you're going into the weekend, and usually they're not doing anything on the weekend. So that's just my personal opinion. That is just kind of my experience so far with the game. Side note, I will definitely say, if you are doing the game for the resource missions and you're doing the hauling, the best thing to do is to get a raft. The Argo raft is primo. It is easy to load and easy to unload. You don't have to go through opening doors or anything like that. You're trying to finagle to the cargo grid. The whole bottom back end is the cargo grid. So you just shoot it up and it just locks in place. If you're like me, who I like to organize things, you might take a little extra time, but really the Argo raft is probably the best ship for this game. And depending on, again, if you're not running into any pirates, you can actually do more than one at one time. You can do a large and do a medium and just rack things up and just take off. It's a really cool ship to do this mission in, and I hope to see more missions that really utilize a lot of the ships like that, because I think a lot of the ships don't get a lot of utilization, like proper utilization. But for this particular event, the Argo raft is number one, just by means of how it's designed and how easy it is to get cargo up. Like, some people say they're Hercules because it's big. Yeah, but you have to go up this big ramp to get up there. It's hard to use an Atlas with it. It's just, it's cool. I mean, it has a lot of room, but at the end of the day, the Argo raft definitely, in my opinion, takes the win. So rent a raft and just go at those missions for a few hours, and you will be through a lot of them tiers in literally no time. So that is all I got today. I'm your boy Raptor Spiritus, and I will see you guys in the verse.